Okay, moms and dads in the audience. When you get that diploma, when your kid gets that diploma in his or her hand and you have that diploma home, I want you to go out and I want you to spend the money that your family budget can support and go out and buy the best frame you can get. And you take that diploma and you hang that diploma someplace high and proud in your home, because that diploma says, my kid, even though he had trouble reading, my kid, even though she couldn't spell, my kid, even though he couldn't write, my kid, even though we tried night after night after night trying to do homework, my kid made it. Sound like a plan? And you're going to do that because that's important. Then what I want you to do is I want you to get the 12th grade IEP. Now, you don't have to spend as much money on that frame. Okay? In fact, if you like, you can Scotch tape it behind the frame, you know, and the diploma. Because that is a really important document too, because it speaks to your child's history. It speaks to what they do well, their gifts, their talents, their strengths, the stuff they kind of stink at. It speaks to all those meetings with the IEP team, going in to beat them up and getting the kinds of things that you needed for your child. It speaks to all of those things. But what I want you to know is, from that day forward, from the day that this diploma goes into Donna's hand, that IEP will no longer mandate that anyone do anything. From the moment of that diploma being passed to your child, the IEP will no longer mandate that anyone do anything. So that's what happened to your IEP. Thank you very much for coming this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll validate your parking on the way out. All right, so what happens to the special education? It's over. Up to this point, your child was protected under IDEA, the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. That's the special education legislation at the federal level. And then you've got your New Jersey code, and you know you get the prize every time you go in for a meeting. And this legislation protects your child between the ages of 3 and 21 or until high school graduation. And that law says that your child is entitled to FAPE, or a free and appropriate public education. That's what it says. So that means if they need something, if your child needs something, once it gets into the IEP, your child is entitled to it. It has the force of law. It has to be provided. But that ends when you get the diploma, because there is no special education at college.